What was he doing in the pictures? Like just standing there naked or trying to be sexy?
I didn't really look at them long enough to know exactly what he was doing. I just saw him like naked, saw a naked bunch of friends. I don't know what they were doing.
Glad you got out of the situation. Sounds kind of creepy. But aren't you curious why he was going to show you naked pictures like that?
Hello?
Hark. Who's this?
Stop it.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Tory, please?
Yeah, this is Tory.
Hey, Tory, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay, hi.
What's going on? Do you listen to the show?
Once in a while, yeah.
Perfect. Well, guess what? Somebody emailed us about you.
Oh, what'd they say?
They said that you're a great person and they really liked you a lot, but now you're not calling them back. Apparently, you went out with a guy named David.
Oh, God, okay.
So David emailed us and told us about meeting you and your date and how you kind of just bailed in the middle of the whole thing and shot him a text and said you had to leave for an emergency.
Yeah, that was kind of that was it. I just haven't gotten back yet.
But come on, there's no emergency. You don't just leave.
What do you mean?
Like, was there actually an emergency that you couldn't actually walk to the kitchen and tell him about?
I mean, I felt like the best thing to do is to go.
Whoa.
You said a second ago that you haven't gotten back to him yet. Were you planning on getting back to him? That doesn't sound like a yes at all, Tory.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess not.
So why not? Did you just not like him?
Well, he was really nice, but I don't know that we really clicked.
Why would you go back to his apartment then if, like, things were not clicking, you know?
Well, I kind of thought they were, and then when we were there, I realized it was not as much of a match as I thought.
Why not?
I got a little, there was just sort of a weird moment. I got, to be honest, a little weirded out, so I left.
I would only leave a date like that if I was actually scared.
Yeah, you could say I was scared.
Whoa!
All right, well, how did he scare you? What did he do?
Okay, so basically, we were having a really nice time, and, you know, he was telling me really nice stuff that he'd never felt this way before on a date, and it was really nice. And then he told me he felt so close to me that he wanted to show me something.
You wanted to show? Okay. What did he want to show you? Because where my mind's going is not good at all.
That's where my mind went, too, and I wish it had been that. But instead, he reached under his bed, and he pulled out this box.
Okay.
What was in the box?
Well, he went to the kitchen to go get more wine, right? And I was curious, like, what is in this box?
Uh-huh.
So while he was in there, I opened it, and in the box were all these framed pictures of himself naked.
What?
And
Did you just say naked framed pictures?
Of himself?
yeah. Also, some of them were like with him naked with a bunch of other naked people. And
Weird.
yeah, it definitely weirded me out, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Is this guy a total creeper? Like,
Yeah.
What was
So
he
he was
doing?
going to he said he was feeling really like good about the date and meeting you, and he wanted to show you naked pictures of himself, apparently.
yeah. So I instantly freaked and was like, I got to get out of here.
What was he doing in the pictures? Like just standing there naked or trying to be sexy?
I didn't really look at them long enough to know exactly what he was doing. I just saw him like naked, saw a naked bunch of friends. I don't know what they were doing.
Glad you got out of the situation. Sounds kind of creepy. But aren't you curious why he was going to show you naked pictures like that?
I mean, a little curious now that I'm safe, but at the
Okay.
time it was like alarm bells going off.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now that you're safe, I'm going to let you know that he's actually on the phone listening, and we get to ask him right now.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Hi, Tory. It's
Oh,
David.
God.
Tory, please don't hang up. Don't go anywhere. There's a very good explanation.
I'd love to hear it.
It's a little personal, but now that everything's out there, I might as well explain myself. I wanted to show you those pictures because that's actually me and my family.
What?
My
Family?
What?
Your
Yeah.
explanation did not help you at all, David. Why do you have naked pictures of you and your family?
What?
my family practices nudism. It's a real thing,
Oh, my
and we just believe the human body is is beautiful. It's actually not a bad thing. So we're not as freaked out about the human body as maybe the rest of society is. Obviously, I moved away, and I don't practice anymore like amongst everybody else. But when I go home, I do still practice nudism with my family.
Why do you take pictures of it? That's so
Yeah,
weird.
and why were you going to show me that? Why would I want to see that?
Well, we take pictures because that's just, our family's always naked, and we want everything like a clothed family would want.
I still don't get why were you going to show me that, though?
I wanted to show you because, Tory, I felt so close to you on our date. I know it would make me seem a little vulnerable and maybe seem silly, but I wanted you to know about me and, all of me, so to speak.
It was a first date. How is that appropriate for a first date?
I know. I know. It seems silly now because it obviously didn't go very well. But I was having such a nice time, and things were moving very quickly in a way that I was,
I can't.
very happy.
No.
He just felt so close to you. He just wanted to show you his mom and dad with no clothes on.
Oh my God.
Hey, at this point, Tory, I would love to ask if you'll go on a second date with David. We will pay for
No.
it.
I'm sorry, but no.
Can
Sorry.
you imagine
That's too weird.
the first dinner to meet his parents?
Yeah.
Well, Tory, I think, is there any way to reconsider? I'll
No,
take things
I'm sorry.
slower.
You seem like a really sweet person, but no, I can't.
I'd love for you to at least come back to, the Magic Club, and I'll show you how to become better. I'll show you some of the secrets, at least, of becoming a better player.
Oh, no, I don't want to know any more of your secrets, please.